Hey, everybody. If you've ever wanted to sound like you just walked out of a classic American road trip movie,
Yeah,
then this deep dive is for you.
it is.
We're going to break down some of those essential road trip phrases and show you how there's so much more
Right.
than just about travel.
Yeah. These phrases can really help you sound more natural in
Mm.
everyday English conversations.
You know that classic scene?
Yeah.
Someone yells road trip and everyone just like scrambles to get in the car.
Oh, I love that scene.
It's like pure movie magic, right?
Oh, totally.
But there's so much language packed into that moment.
Absolutely.
So let's unpack it, starting with that image of a packed car.
Oh, yeah.
It's more than just luggage, though, right?
It is.
It's like this whole vibe.
Yeah, it means you're prepped and ready for the journey.
Yes.
You got snacks, you got maps, you got everything you need.
Speaking of snacks,
Whoa.
what are your must-have road trip munchies?
Yes. Let us know in the comments.
Okay, yes, we got to get that snack list going.
We too.
But munchies is such a good word.
Oh, it's so perfect.
Because it just gives you that feeling.
It's the whole experience.
Yeah.
It's snacking on the open road with your friends.
Yeah, and keeping the energy up.
Exactly.
Okay, before we hit the open road and dive into those munchies,
Okay.
we got to fill up the tank, right?
Of course we do.
I feel like there's more to that phrase, though.
You know what's so interesting about fill up the tank?
Yeah.
Is that it's not just about putting gas in your car.
Right.
You can use it in other situations, too.
Oh, really? Like how?
Imagine you're feeling totally drained after a long day.
Oh, yes.
You could say, I need to fill up my tank with some coffee and a good night's sleep.
Ooh, I like that.
It's like recharging your energy.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Okay, so we filled up the tank.
Yes.
We got our munchies.
Got 'em.
The car's packed.
We're ready
We're ready.
to hit the road.
What's next?
Pit stops.
Oh, yes, pit stops.
I gotta talk about pit stops.
But it's more than just bathroom breaks, right?
It is. Think about it.
Yeah. Pit stops, are these pauses in the journey? A chance to reflect and recharge.
That's a good point. I also feel like in movies,
Oh, yeah?
pit stops are always where something happens.
Absolutely. There are always these turning points
Yeah.
full of drama or comedy.
How many tense scenes have we seen
So many.
at a station in a movie, right?
Oh, my gosh, all the time.
Or like a funny encounter with a quirky character
Oh, yeah, or like a weird
during a pit stop.
roadside diner.
Yes,
Awkward.
it's a classic.
It is, and pit stop has become such a common phrase.
It has.
You know, it's not just about the road anymore.
It's not at all.
Like, I could totally say,
Mhm.
I need to make a pit stop at my desk for a coffee refill
Exactly.
during a busy workday.
You could.
I do.
Totally.
You know what? I actually have a really funny pit stop story.
Oh, tell me.
Picture this, okay?
Okay, I'm picturing it.
Middle of nowhere,
Oh, no.
miles between gas stations. And let's just say I learned the hard way
Oh, no.
about planning those pit stops.
I've been there.
But, okay, shifting gears a little bit.
Okay.
We've talked about being prepared for the road trip.
Yes.
There's got to be a phrase for that feeling of preparedness.
Oh, there absolutely is.
Like, what's that phrase that just makes you feel like,
You're ready for anything.
yes.
Like, you've got everything under control.
Yes, exactly.
We've got all our bases covered.
Yes.
It's the best feeling.
It is. It's like a sigh of relief.
Totally.
Like you've thought of everything,
Yeah.
from snacks to maps to, like, emergency supplies.
Even that perfect playlist,
Yes.
you gotta have the right music.
You do, and bases covered sounds so confident.
It does.
Like you really are ready for anything.
It's like you're saying, bring it on to
Yes.
the open road.
Okay, so explain bases covered a little more.
Okay, so it's like baseball, right?
Okay.
You have to protect each base to win the game.
Mhm.
Well, in a road trip, those bases are all the things that could go wrong.
Oh, I see.
Like flat tires, forgotten chargers, all those little things.
Okay, so if you've got all your bases covered,
Yeah.
that means you've thought about all those things.
You're prepared for anything.
You're prepared. Okay, so you're about to head out on a road trip.
Right.
You got your bases covered.
Check.
What's that one phrase you just got to say?
Let's get going.
Yes.
It's the best.
There's just something about that phrase.
I know, it's so simple,
It's so simple.
but it captures that excitement
Yes.
of hitting the road and starting the adventure.
And it's not just for road trips either, right?
Oh, definitely not.
Like if you're about to start cooking,
Mm-hmm.
you could say,
Oh, yeah.
let's get cooking.
Absolutely.
Or if you're feeling uneasy somewhere, you could say,
Mhm.
let's get out of here.
It works in so many situations.
It does. It's so versatile,
It is.
but it's also all about context.
Oh, for sure.
Like you can say the same words,
Yeah.
but it can mean different things
Totally.
depending on how you say it.
Exactly. It shows how tone of voice is so important in English. you can say, let's get going
Yeah.
in a way that shows excitement or urgency
Totally.
or even a little bit of impatience.
Yeah, it all depends on your delivery.
It does. You know, it actually reminds me of this road trip
Oh, yeah.
I took with some friends after college.
It's okay.
We were young and carefree.
Yeah.
And we had the whole summer ahead of us.
Oh, that sounds like the ultimate let's get going moment.
It really was.
Did you have like a destination in mind?
We had a loose plan to end up on the West Coast,
Okay.
but we were mostly just driven by that desire
Yeah.
to see as much as we could.
Okay.
We just packed up this old station wagon,
Right.
grabbed a tent and some sleeping bags,
Yeah.
and hit the road.
Wow, that's the true road trip spirit right there.
It was.
I bet you have some amazing stories
Of tons.
from that trip.
Yeah, we met so many interesting people.
Oh, really? Like who?
Like small town diner owners
Oh,
with these
okay.
crazy stories,
Yeah.
and other travelers who would like join us
Mhm.
for parts of the journey.
I love that image of like those chance encounters
I know, it's the best.
on the open road,
Yeah.
sharing those experiences with people.
It's like those old stories of musicians hopping freight trains,
Right, exactly.
but a little more comfortable.
Slightly more comfortable, yeah.
Definitely.
Speaking of music,
Oh, yes.
what was your road trip playlist like?
Our playlist was legendary.
Oh, bet.
We had everything.
Like what?
Classic rock, folk, cheesy pop songs.
Yeah.
We belted them all out at the top of our lungs.
Oh, I can imagine the sing-alongs.
Oh, so many sing-alongs.
You know, there's just something about being on the road together
Oh.
that just breaks down barriers and you connect with people.
It's true, even if you've just met.
Yes, it's like
Yeah.
you're all part of this like
Yeah.
exclusive club of adventurers.
Totally.
You know?
United by the open road.
Yes, and that like thirst for discovery.
Exactly.
Did you make any like unexpected discoveries on your trip?
You know, one of my favorite things about that trip
Yeah.
was stumbling upon those hidden gems.
Oh, yeah. Like one day we were driving through Arizona.
Okay.
And we found this incredible canyon
Whoa.
that wasn't even on our map.
A secret canyon.
It was like a secret.
Say more.
It was magical. We hiked down
Yeah.
and we found this swimming hole fed by a waterfall.
That sounds amazing.
It was like something out of a movie.
Oh, that's like the perfect pit stop
This was the best pit stop ever.
in the best way possible.
It really was.
It's so funny how those unplanned detours
I-
often become the most memorable parts of a trip.
They do. It wasn't just about the destination, you know.
Wow.
It was about those unexpected adventures
Right.
along the way.
So true. It's those little surprises.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those unscripted moments
Yeah.
that make a road trip so special.
They really do.
You know, speaking of discoveries,
Okay.
did you know that the term road trip itself has a
Ah.
pretty interesting history?
Oh, I love a good word origin story.
So it turns out,
Okay.
road trip first popped up.
In the early 20th century,
Okay.
right when cars were becoming more popular.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, because as cars became more accessible,
Yeah.
people had more freedom to explore, to go beyond their usual boundaries.
And road trip perfectly captures
It does.
that spirit of adventure.
Yeah.
You know, that open-ended exploration.
Well, it wasn't just getting from point A to point B.
Right.
It was about the journey itself.
Exactly. And it became this symbol
Yeah.
of freedom discovery, pursuing new experiences.
It's a powerful phrase.
It is. And that spirit is still alive today.
It is.
You know, even with
Yeah.
GPS
Mm-hmm.
and smartphones,
Yeah.
there's something about hitting the open road that just feels timeless.
It's that feeling of leaving your worries behind,
Yes.
embracing the unknown,
Yes.
wind in your hair,
Yeah.
soundtrack of your life, blasting on the stereo.
It makes me want to like grab my camera and hit the road right now.
Me too.
You know,
It's the best.
I love taking photos and videos on road trips.
Oh, me too.
It's like creating your own
Yeah,
personal movie of the journey.
exactly. And then you can look back on them later
Yes.
and be transported right back to that moment.
It's the best. And speaking of taking things home from a trip,
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of collecting souvenirs.
Oh, me too.
You know, they're like these,
They're like little tangible reminders
Yes.
of the places you've been and the
Yeah.
people you've met.
and they're such great conversation starters.
They are.
You know, someone asks, where'd you get that?
Yeah,
And boom, you have a story
exactly.
about your amazing road trip adventure.
It's true. Souvenirs are a great way
They are.
to keep that road trip spirit alive
Yeah.
long after you've returned home.
They're a tangible reminder
They are.
that even though the trip might be over,
Mm-hmm.
those memories and experiences you gained
Yeah.
will stick with you.
They really will.
They really do stick with you. You know, all this talk about road trips and souvenirs,
Yeah.
it's got me thinking. These phrases we've been talking about,
Mhm.
they're kind of like souvenirs themselves.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, tell me more.
like a physical souvenir.
Okay.
It transports you back to a specific place.
Yeah.
These phrases can, like, evoke a feeling or memory
Right.
tied to an experience.
Yeah, like that road trip vibe.
Exactly.
It's not just about learning new words.
Yeah.
It's about connecting with a culture.
Yeah.
Understanding how people express themselves.
It's like picking up a piece of pottery.
Yeah.
Or a hand-woven tapestry on your travels.
Exactly.
These phrases, they become part of your own
Yes.
linguistic tapestry.
It's a beautiful way to put it.
Right.
Yeah.
Adding color and texture.
It's like weaving together this rich tapestry of language,
I like that.
incorporating new threads and patterns
Yeah.
as we explore different cultures and experiences.
And the more you use these phrases,
Yeah.
the more natural they'll become.
It's like wearing a new piece of clothing.
Oh, yeah.
At first, it feels a bit stiff and unfamiliar,
Yeah.
but the more you wear it,
Mm.
the more comfortable you get.
It becomes a part of you.
Exactly.
So it's not just about memorizing words.
All right.
It's about making them your own.
Yeah, integrating them into your everyday speech.
Exactly. And the more you do that,
Hmm.
the more confident you'll feel
Absolutely.
connecting with people from all walks of life.
That's the goal.
It is.
Yeah.
So to everyone out there learning English,
Yeah.
embrace that spirit of adventure.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to try out these new phrases.
Even if they feel a bit awkward at first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Every mistake is a chance to learn and grow.
That's right.
You might even discover some hidden linguistic gems along the way.
You never know what you'll find.
And most importantly, have fun with it.
Yes.
Language learning should be enjoyable.
It should be.
It shouldn't be a chore.
Not at all.
So let's get out there, explore the world of English,
Yes.
and see where it takes us.
Happy travels, everyone.